First carry for Nick Chubb. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. On play action, they'll throw. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. 12 yards there and a first down.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. That time on the outside, pretty nice job as a cornerback to shed any would-be blockers and make the tackle.
And think about the praise we're giving him, what his coaches are giving, but how about the respect he gets from his teammates to be a complete corner who doesn't just cover receivers, but also tackles ball carriers.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Jordan Whitehead there defensively.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And this is going to be a Steelers first down as the tackle made at the 35-yard line.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Here's Goff on the option, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 34-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Goff. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And we do talk a lot about how the tight end position has changed in the NFL. Here's a great example. It used to be that they were linemen who occasionally caught passes. Now they're wide receivers who occasionally block people. And right here, this isn't tight end speed. It's definitely wide receiver speed.
And he'll give it here to his running back. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now they try the right side here. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain there of 21 yards.
A gain of 21 yards.
And they give this time to the tailback. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Goff. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Brandon Ayuk, his first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers have taken the lead.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Sliding out of the pocket. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And he's going to have the Packers first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. A first catch for the man leading the NFL in receiving yards in this first month. And a first down to boot. They give to Chubb out of the gun. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Complete to number 84. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the Steelers' 45-yard line.
After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
7, Packers 3.
That one incomplete there.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. For Nick Chubb, and he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The big man, Jarrell Casey, in on the stop. Throwing on second down. Goff got his man. That's the Pro Bowler, Julio Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
First down, Steelers.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. Shotgun snap for Goff. Ebron caught left side. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
And the Steeler first down.
To the air again, Goff. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Malcolm Brown at 3 bills and some change comes in to drop the hammer. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Another try after the first down sack. Goff flush to his right. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Well, he went on the move and started rolling out. I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
On second down, here's the option. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
The Packers on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
At the 49-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 39. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 34-yard line.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang at Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Gonna let it fly for Rudolph. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Kyle Rudolph. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is now 10-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time. And that'll bring up second down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Now Goff on first down. And going deep for Hill. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down.
But nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Goff. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Throwing on 3rd, Goff. And he'll find Hall. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st and 10, Goff. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Goff throwing again. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And the Steelers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. On 2nd and goal, Goff. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
He's taken out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. It's now 4th and goal.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. The final shot before break here. Goff. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Julio Jones. In the final seconds of the 1st half, and the Steelers have once again taken the lead. And his kick is good.
Steelers 14, Packers 10.
What are you doing?
Younghoe Koo is set to kick off.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Steelers out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! So time for the 2nd half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the 3rd quarter. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone, and he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
False start there. That will set the offense back 5 yards.
Brandon, the lineman certainly flinched there before the snap. A good call.
And a manageable third down becomes a lot less manageable. 3rd and 7 after the false start. Out of the gun. Goff. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Steelers send out their punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
10 at their own 20-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down into those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. That catch good for only a couple.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Well, they've got to remember that they're not going to get it all back on one drive. But that being said, they also had to come out here in the third quarter with a sense of urgency and playmaking ability, and they showed it on that last play.
And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
Well, the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
He goes full extension, and he's got it. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
When I played in the yard as a kid, I used to imitate the spectacular catches that I would see on TV. I don't think I ever imitated one quite that well.
Come on, give yourself some credit.
No, I know better. What we just saw there, that was pretty special.
This will be caught inside the 10. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run with Chubb. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Definitely not how you want to start things on 1st down, and you don't want to panic. A field goal could get you closer, but you have to think to yourself, we even get another shot. At this point, to me, the thinking has to be touchdown or bust.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Touchdown, Packers. Kyle Rudolph, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game, as his guys are able to regain the lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this one.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
6-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
He was brought down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
From the gun on 3rd down, gone. Packer pressure, and down he goes.
Was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This is taken at the 18.
So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return.
And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. The passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete. Jordan Whitehead there defensively.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Hey, I'm not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
Malik Jefferson in there on the stop.
I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well. They run. Chubb. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's got it. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost like they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big 1st down to get away from the end zone. Here's Goff. The left side completion to Jones. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
A gain of 9.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Goff steps away to his left. He'll try and run it. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the 1st.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
Goff on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And going deep for Hill. And this one is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. And now it's 2nd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Here's Goff. Looking for Ayuk, and he's got him. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. Inside give. And he will have the Steelers 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Goff. And a crusher there as it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
That's the score. Packers 24.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores.
And going deep for Hill. He's got a man, complete.
They should have put a stamp on me.
Into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Tyreek Hill, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers have now made this a 1-score game.
I think you can make a fair case for Tyreek Hill being the most explosive player in the NFL when he gets his hands on the football, and that was Exhibit A. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Up to midfield. He's at the 30. Look at him go inside the 30. He will take this all the way. The extra point now coming from Myers. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
That's the score. Packers 41. Steelers 21.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. Now it's gone. That is caught by Josh Oliver, the former San Jose State Spartan. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Andrew Adams, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. On 4th down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, 4th down, where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
At the 48-yard line.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.